Hi everyone, it's Shannon and welcome to the Cozy Christmas Cottage. I love decorating with snowman. You'll have to let me know down in the comments below if you do too. I know some people love to collect them, and my grandmother even collected them and made tons of them too. So today, let's add to our collection, especially since they're so wonderful, you can keep them up all winter long. So I'm going to show you how to make some inexpensive and simple snowman crafts that you can use to decorate your home. But before we get started, I want to thank HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video. We all know that the holidays are such a busy time of the year, but HelloFresh is one of my own personal secrets to saving myself time, money, and stress. HelloFresh offers a wide variety of quick and easy recipes, including 20-minute meals, easy cleanup, and low prep options. And did you know that the average trip to the grocery store takes 41 minutes? But with HelloFresh, you can skip those trips and get everything you need to make chef-curated meals delivered right to your front door. HelloFresh also has pre-portioned ingredients, which means there's less prep for you and less food wasted, which also equals money saved. Not to mention that their recipes are delicious. HelloFresh also offers so many recipes to choose from each week to help you break out of your recipe rut, which is something that I honestly deal with all the time. This recipe here is the melty Monterey Jack Burgers with onion jam, garlic mayo, and crispy potato wedges. It's now one of our family favorites, something we had never tried before and all loved and devoured because it was so good. Go to HelloFresh.com and use code ChristmasCottage14 to get 14 free meals plus free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com using code ChristmasCottage14 for 14 free meals plus free shipping. I'll have a link and more information down in the description box below that you can check out. Our family loves HelloFresh. There's never been a meal we haven't enjoyed, so definitely check it out for yourself too and save yourself a little stress this holiday season. Now let's dash right into our very first snowman project. All right, so let's make some quick and easy snowman gift tags. You'll need some white buttons, some cardstock, and some ribbon. Go ahead and take out your cardstock. We're going to cut these down into smaller sized rectangles. You can make these bigger or smaller depending on where you're going to be using these. Mine's about 2 inches wide, and then I just cut them down to different size lengths. I'm also using a paper trimmer to do this. You can use scissors if you like to. I just kind of like using a paper trimmer because it allows me to create straight cuts every single time. Now you'll go ahead and cut the corners off of one end of your rectangle. I like to use the first triangle that I cut off as a template for the other side. That way I get mirrored cuts and they look even and straight for the second corner. Then you can go ahead and add a little hole to the top of this. I just used a simple hole puncher. Now to make our snowman, we're gonna grab out 3 different sized buttons. My buttons are from Walmart, but maybe you have some laying around. You can even find these at Dollar Tree and craft stores. And then also you're going to need some glue dots. These are from Dollar Tree, but you could use some hot glue or stick glue, whatever you have on hand to attach your buttons onto the front of your gift tag, starting with the largest one at the bottom, middle sized in the middle, and smallest at the top, just like a usual stacked snowman will look. All right, so now let's give him some detail. I'm using a simple black pen to draw on some branch little arms for him, then a piece of scrap black felt to create a miniature top hat for his head, and then also just tying up a simple bow with some red and white twine to give him a scarf. Then you can add some decorative ribbon into that punched hole at the top there and use that to attach onto your gifts. Next up, we're going to turn a Dollar Tree Halloween sign into a tall snowman sign. So go ahead and flip this over to the back. Remove that sticker because we're going to be using this side instead of the other side. And give that a good coat of white paint. Now for his hat, you'll need 2 paint stir sticks, some black paint, and we're gonna paint the top portion of this sign with the black paint along with those paint stir sticks. Now you can hot glue on the paint stir sticks to the bottom side of the black. You can also angle these a little bit to give it a little bit more interest and make him look like a fun little snowman. We're also going to give him a scarf. This is a fleece scarf that is half of one from Dollar Tree. I use the other half on a different project, and I'm just tying that in a knot on the front, and you can kind of cut slits at the end to give it that scarf look. Then we're going to be using some paint pens to add his detail. I'll also link these down in the description box below. Just giving him some eyes, a mouth, a carrot nose, and some buttons down the front. These tall metal buckets from Dollar Tree are so amazing all throughout the year, so I always have a good supply of these on hand. They also look great with Christmas trees sitting down in them, but we want to give this one more of a snowman detail on it to kind of go with our snowman theme. So using some acrylic paint, I'm adding 3 circles onto the front to have a snowman little character, and then running my paintbrush along the bottom side of him to give it a snow blanketed look. Also painting that in so that it is solid all the way to the bottom. Then take your time, add some details onto your snowman using a small paintbrush. I kind of got a little crazy on his arms, so I'm not the most happy with the way his arms turned out, and I wasn't sure how to erase this, but I don't think they look too bad. It's just a little bit more cartoony. Once I had all the details on there, I thought it'd be cute to add a "Let It Snow" little saying at the bottom, and I don't have the best handwriting, so went ahead and cut out this decal with my vinyl machine and just attached that right onto the bottom there over the paint. And like I said, these look so cute with Christmas trees popping out of the top of them, but I think you can use these for so many different other things too. If you have ideas, you can leave those in the comments below for me too, as I have tons of these little buckets laying around and I would love some more ideas of how I can utilize them. Up next, we're going to make a felt ornament using some white felt. You're going to fold your felt in half, draw a heart shape on there, and then cut out 2 hearts at the same time. And since this is going to be a snowy snowman, I'm using an aqua colored embroidery floss, and I think it'll look really nice with the snowy effect we're kind of going for with the snowman. I'm using a embroidery floss needle to go around all of the edge of this heart. We're going to stop a little bit before we get back to the starting point so we can leave that open, and then stuff it with either some stuffing, or I had some tissue paper on hand, which worked fine too. You could use tissues. Don't buy anything specific, just find something little, even napkins that you can stuff your heart with and give it a little bit of shape. And now for the fun part, we're gonna give this snowman his face and personality. I thought it'd be cute to give this guy some pink rosy cheeks, so just adding some little dashes of color off to the sides, and then adding his eyes and mouth and a little piece of orange felt for his nose. This next one could not be more cheap, as you can get about 3 dozen of these guys for about $1, and you only need 1 for this project, so you can make tons of these guys. We're gonna take this clothespin apart, take that middle part out, we don't need that. We're gonna hot glue the flat sides of the clothespin together. So the clothespin is going to be the snowman's body. So we're gonna go ahead and paint that out white. Once that's dry, you can add all of the facial little details and also a little piece of ribbon for a scarf. To make this a little more fancy, we're going to use one of these curly wire hooks. You can find these at Walmart in craft stores, but we don't need the curly part at the bottom, just the larger one at the top. So go ahead and cut off that smaller one, bend your curly cue back so you have a straight down piece instead of a curled piece, and you can hot glue that onto the back, and this just kind of takes your ornament up a little bit, a notch, and gives it more of a high-end look. This is a square miniature canvas we're going to turn into a snowman, very similar to our felt heart guy, just adding some pink cheeks on here and his facial detail. The difference here is we're going to add a red and white pipe cleaner over the top there and some red pom-poms onto the sides to give him earmuffs at the top for you to hang your ornament from. But you can also use scrap piece of wood for this, or even a piece of foam board or cardboard too. I love this next one. It looks so high-end. You'll need a couple of these wood discs. I'll link these down in the description box below. You just need 2 different sizes, the smaller one for the top for the head and the larger one for the body, and hot glue those together. Then we're going to use our paint pens again to add all of his snowman details, and then a little piece of fleece for a scarf around his neck. Tie up a little twine through the hole at the top of this ornament, and it's ready to go. Do you have pumpkins still laying around from fall? Grab 3 of them. We're going to put these together to make a snowman. These 3 are foam pumpkins from Dollar Tree, and I removed the stems. We don't need those. And I'm giving them all a good coat of white chalk paint. Even though they're white already, they were just plain styrofoam. This will give them a nice coat and finish. Once that paint is dry, you can add your snowman details to each pumpkin.
Oh, Christmas tree, oh.
And then to attach them together, I am using some super glue in between each pumpkin, just stacking them and pressing down firmly until the glue sets up.
Tree, thy leaves are so unchanging, not only green when...
Then of course he needs his scarf. So this is a bandana from Dollar Tree. I'm gonna cut this up and wrap it around and tie a knot, and also fringe the bottom to make it look more like a scarf. I'm also thinking this guy needs a hat, so I'm gonna keep my eyes open for a top hat ornament this holiday season so I can add that onto him. But otherwise, I think he turned out pretty cute for being pumpkins.
Bring me, oh Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, such pleasure to...
This next one will literally cost you only $1. We're starting with a glass pillar candle from Dollar Tree and drawing on a snowman face and buttons onto the front, tying on a piece of scrap fabric for his scarf, and voila! Not only is this only $1, but it takes no time to make. And here's a little trick for all of our snowman projects. If your scarves are kind of unruly and not staying down where you want them, you can use glue dots or these foam dots to kind of put underneath and hide under your scarf pieces. Press down and then you don't have a flyaway scarf.
Each silver bell, no one alive spreads cheer so well. Oh Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, you'll ever be unchanging. Oh.
This one is definitely cool. You're gonna need a bubble vase from Dollar Tree. Use some black and orange paint to create your snowman face. And then you'll also need one of these little solar lights. This was from springtime. And to me, not only do I want to add lights to the inside of this snowman so he lit up, but I thought the top of it looked just like a top hat. So how cute is that? However, I really wanted my snowman's top hat to be black, so I broke out my black chalk paint and gave the silver part a couple coats.
Jingle bells ringing in my ear. Jingle bell, a sound that's oh so dear. Frosty the snowman.
I loved every single one of these quick and easy snowman projects, and I hope you guys did too. Let me know down in the comments below which one was your favorite. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you are new, and if you're looking for more quick and easy Christmas crafts, I'll have more popping up on your screen you can check out next. I want to thank you all so much for joining me today, and I will see you in the next one. Happy holidays.